class with Geo Soul, Chef Geo Soul. Hey, soul brothers and soul sisters. Thank you so much if you've tuned in tonight. Tonight, I'm actually doing a 30-minute cooking class with my son. We're trading trade for trade. Here he is, get in the camera. We're doing trade for trade tonight. He is, goodness, he is a certified stretch tech, as well as a, what else do you do?
And certified personal trainer, certified nutritionist, certified high rocks trainer, and assistant stretch therapist. So I do a lot.
So in other words, he is the shit when it comes to fitness.
Yes.
So we are both in wellness and fitness and making sure that we are great. So in us being great, I'm here tonight with him. He wants to make his wife a special dinner. So I'm gonna help him make a 30-minute meal. Prayfully, we can do it a little bit faster. Otherwise, you know, when you want to tune out, I understand. But we tonight are going to create a meal. We've purchased everything for less than $30. So he's going to do a 5-star gourmet meal for less than $30. And the reason, I'm gonna look at the receipts, but we've purchased everything mainly from Aldi's. So Aldi's and Trader Joe's owned by the same people, high quality food. So tonight what we are preparing is salmon. And we're gonna stuff it with spinach, as well as we're going to do some wild caught frozen clams that we got. They are wild caught, so definitely great for you. We're gonna cook that to accompany the salmon. Also to accompany the salmon, we have purchased some stuffed baby Bella mushrooms. So we have the baby Bella mushrooms that are also that we got from Aldi's. All of this is from Aldi's. It's stuffed with artichoke, spinach, and a cheese blend. And our stuffing for our salmon is just as amazing. Everything's from Aldi's. You can put these both up. So he gonna have to get some like little energy. I know he be working out all day and all morning, but honey, I need some little energy in the kitchen. So pep up, son. So what we're stuffing the salmon with, I've never used this before, but I'm so excited. I got this from Aldi's as well, and we're going to stuff the salmon with this. We're going to mix it with spinach, and it says that it's lemon thyme brioche stuffing. I only put out enough, like a half a cup. Well, this is actually a full cup full of the brioche out of here, and I made sure that I got some of the seasoning as well, so that we could have some really amazing stuffing for our salmon. We're also making some broccoli. His wife likes broccoli, so he's making his wife some broccoli. And we got this for $1.75. I tried it the other day. It is so amazing. I know how to doctor it up to make it taste really, really, really good. So we are going to do this truffle porcini mushroom mac as well. So this dinner is going to be 5-star. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fast. It's going to be quick. So I'm going to start cooking so that I can shut up and maybe we can get this done in 30 minutes on tape. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's go. So Emmanuel, what I need you to do first is we're going to show them what we have on the tray. So we actually only took, I'll show them. I'm sorry. I'm still being a mom. So I put 4 of the stuffed mushrooms on the tray, as well as 2 pieces of salmon and 2 of the clams. So this is going to be their dinner. I've already prepped because what I'm teaching him is about mise en place. Mise en place means everything is in place. That's in French. See, I know a little French. So everything is in place, and by everything being in place, we're ready to start cooking so this could be a fast dinner so he can surprise his wife tonight. So what I'm going to have you to do first is we're going to start the mac. So the macaroni and cheese, which is amazing. I'm telling you guys, trust me on this. We got a can of evaporated milk because we want it to be a little bit richer in flavor, taste a little bit better. Everything is from Aldi's. Look at this, from Aldi's. It says on here you need 2 1/2 cups of water. So we got 12-ounce can of cream. So just put me 1 cup of water in there. And then the 12 is going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's the other cup and a half. So that's going to make up for it. And I don't know where anything is in your wife's kitchen, so you're going to have to find it for me. Okay? So that's 1 cup of water. That looks like a little bit more than 1 cup. No, measurements have to be kind of exact. I'm really particular. Your mom is real persnickety when it comes to measurements of things that she's not creating in the kitchen. So there we go. Okay. So put that in this pot right here. Next, I need you to open up this can of milk. So the other 12 ounces per the directions is going to be with evaporated milk to give it a much richer, more homemade taste. You know, I did make this yesterday or the day before, but I did make it again with evaporated milk because I just wanted to have a richer, nicer flavor. I have heavy cream too. You can use heavy cream. I kind of like the taste. I figured it was truffle, so it has an umami flavor. So I used the evaporated milk instead of the heavy cream. And just because it says water, I just didn't know how thick it was gonna be. So I'm just kind of doing what I think might work and will give it a great taste. Well, not think, I know, because I'm a chef and I'm great. Okay, put that in there as well. Mix that with the water. It doesn't require butter, but we're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. With the mise en place that I've taught him to do before we cook, we actually cut the stick of butter, and this is just to speed up the process and to make sure everything is fast, with 2 tablespoons of butter. So we're gonna actually add the 2 tablespoons of butter. Each, you know, I cut a stick in 4 slices, or he did. And I need you to add this to your water and make sure your flame is on.
It ain't no flame, it's electric.
Well, it's electric, but you know what I mean. I ain't used to cooking on no electric stove, so. Okay, put that in there.
Okay.
No. One of the cubes. Show him the cube. Well, too late now. Okay, he put in one of the cubes. So now we got 3 left. So we got a lot of food to make. I'm learned how to cook French style cooking. So everything has to have butter and cream and stuff in it and milk. So we're turning this up. We're gonna turn it up on high so we can get it boiling real fast. Next, we're going to have you to chop the spinach. So I'm gonna have you to chop the spinach just kind of fine.
That knife.
Yep, got the knife over there. I showed you how to hold the knife earlier. So he is chopping the spinach that is going to go into the brioche that is going to be stuffed inside of the salmon. Before we got started, we definitely preheated the oven. The oven is on 375 and it is waiting for us to put in our salmon, our stuffed clams, as well as our mushrooms. The broccoli florets are gonna go in the microwave, and then we're gonna make a really good buttery sauce for it. So this is so that he can always have his wife, after she has a hard day of work, a really good gourmet 5-star meal, okay? Taught to him by a great gourmet chef. Just happens to be his mom. So let's see what you got going on over there. So we got a bag of spinach. We did fresh spinach. I love fresh vegetables. He does as well. So he uses a bag of spinach. I just took a handful, and that's what he's over there chopping. Next, we're gonna turn on this first eye up here on his electric oven. And the directions here just calls for water and butter. And all I'm trying to do right now is to dampen the bread, just to moisten the bread. So I'm gonna moisten this breadcrumbs that was from this brioche. Brioche is a sweet, rich bread. So this is going to be amazing. And we're gonna add a little bit of spinach to it for color and for flavor. Thank you, Portia, I see you. Your cousin Portia saying, hey. So we're gonna add this.
Well, she see me, hey.
So we're gonna add this to the pot, along with just 1/4 cup of water, only because of the fact that it says 2 cups of water, and we only use 1 cup of that breadcrumbs. And in the package, there's approximately, it says 6 ounces, but I don't know what 6 ounces is because we only use a measurement of 8, so who knows, but this is what we used. Okay, so we're gonna put this in the pot. I have 1/4 of water here for you. Or no, actually, you know what? Stop the madness. We're gonna use chicken broth. Duh. We want some flavor to our water. What's wrong with us? I'm sorry, son. So we're gonna use chicken broth. 1/4 cup of chicken broth. There you go. Well, that's more like a half. I'm gonna do a half. Because it's gonna dry out a little bit in the oven anyway. So go ahead and put that over there. Right in there. I want you to also put a little teaspoon of, a half a teaspoon of garlic. Not too much. Next, you're going to use the just a little spoon, a handful of your spinach, and put that in your water as well. A little bit more. Because that rest of that spinach that he chopped, he's also making her a beautiful Caesar salad. And we just got a Caesar bag. I'm gonna add a little bit of fresh ground pepper. It comes with some croutons. It comes with the shredded cheese. Everything so that any man, you can make your woman a really great meal. And I'm showing him how, so we're showing you how. Okay, how does that look? It's boiling a little bit. Tell them what it look like.
Look colorful.
Oh yeah, look at the camera now. You shy. You been making all kind of content yourself, and now you acting shy on me. Okay, so we're gonna add the breadcrumbs. Here you go. Toss it in there. Make sure they're moistened. I don't know where anything is in your kitchen. Where is your silverware?
It's in the dishwasher.
Well, you got to turn around and say hi to my people while we're waiting now.
Hey everybody.
Tell them where they can find you to get a stretcher. How do they contact you if they want to exercise?
Definitely. So, as
So
my
you
mom
see it's a
already
little
told
dry.
me.
So this is what he looks like. Oh, I'm sorry, E-Man. I'm sorry, son. Okay, go ahead. Finish. You tell him. Tell him.
No, I was gonna say, if you really want to find me, you can find me at P10 Gym in Wheaton, Illinois. You can also apply for my stretch program through p10.com. The gym itself, you go through consultation, and you can find me through the stretch program. You can find me online at manny.muscle, like my mom said. On Instagram right now, YouTube channel coming up. You can find me through there if you want to do any one-on-ones or any other fitness, whether it's online or in person. But in person, you'll find me in Wheaton, Illinois at P10 Gym. It's at 265 West Loop Road, Wheaton, Illinois. So stop by if you want to see me.
Get yourself looking good, okay? Stretched out and everything. Okay, it's a little dry, so you're going to have to add another half a cup of broth. Stir it up. So one thing about cooking that's different from baking is more of a science. So one of the cool things about cooking is we just keep adding as we need, and we look and we taste and we see. So it's about, you know, just kind of playing a little bit with the food and making sure everything is together. How does it look?
It's moist.
Okay, you want to taste a little bit?
I say yeah, that'd be no problem.
Okay, just put a little bit on your fingers. You can just, it's your food here. You and your wife, crack on. Well, it tastes good, actually. Yeah. Okay.
Tastes good.
So he has garlic knots and everything, but we just wanted to make the salmon look a little bit more special. And in order to make the salmon look a little bit more special, that's why we have our stuffing here. So what he's going to do is, all we needed to do is get it moist. We weren't trying to really cook it. And what we did earlier before we got started, I'm gonna take these clams off, or they're going to fall toward the front while I'm showing you this. What we did before we got started is we put some slits inside the salmon. So there are like some slits, right? You see those slits inside the salmon? We put those there to ensure that we were able to put some stuffing. So now I'm gonna have you to stuff your salmon. I'm gonna do one and show you how to do it. So I'm gonna do this one. And I'm just showing you how to put that on there like so, okay? We'll just try to stuff it in the hole. And you're gonna use every drop of it, like so, okay?
Yep.
Okay, got the next one? So while he's stuffing the salmon, I'm gonna put these clams back on the sheet over here. I put a little bit of butter on the mushrooms, and I think I'm gonna put a little pat of butter on each piece of clam too. And when they're halfway cooked, because we'll season it a little bit. Even though it looks beautifully seasoned and everything looks great. Oh my goodness, you're doing a great job. Amazing. Just use it all. We didn't stuff it with any cheese because there's cheese in the mushrooms and cheese in the clams and cheese. So we're just doing a little bit of sweet brioche spinach stuffing. And we're going to top it with a little cream sauce that we're going to make homemade with that heavy cream that we have. Amazing. Okay. So, this is what he has now. You see how beautifully stuffed those salmon look? Look at that. And the mushroom, try not to slide. We seasoned and marinated the salmon first, so that's why it's all seasoned up. If you want this recipe, I'll tell you what we seasoned it with. And you see I put a pat of butter on everything. So I need you to put this in the oven. So we had our evaporated milk and water to come to a boil, but I slowed it down because we were in the process of discussing something else. And so now I just need you to add this to your pot. I'll put this in the sink because we clean as we go so that he doesn't have a whole lot of cleaning to do at the end, even though they have a dishwasher, but we clean as we go. Hey, Johnny Jackson, what's going on? Thank you for supporting and watching, soul brother. Okay, pour it all out. Now stir it up. And as we cook this, we're gonna we use water, we use evaporated milk, but as we cook it, if it needs to be thinned out, we're gonna use a little bit of chicken broth. Okay. I just poured a little bit, just a splash. And that's just because I couldn't help myself because it was sitting here. So he has garlic knots. Again, this whole meal was under $30. The whole meal. And that's the chicken stock. That's the butter. I mean, that was everything. We got it from Aldi. That was everything that we're using. Okay, so you can stop stirring that. And then just let it simmer. And just make sure your oven is on like 2.5, okay?
Okay.
So your oven's on 2.5. So how do you feel? Tell them how comfortable you feel and how everything's going right now.
Everything's going smooth. Just learning, taking it in, taking the process in.
Okay, next, what does the broccoli say? Because we're going to make a sauce for it, but we're going to microwave it.
Let's say place this bag this side up, microwave on high for 4 to 6.5 minutes.
So we're going to do 4 minutes.
Bag will inflate during cooking and a whistling sound may be heard.
This is wife's apron, y'all. I didn't dirtied up an apron and using an apron. Their house is hot. This condo is hot. So go ahead, throw it in there. So he's cooking that at 4 minutes. Now we're gonna make the butter sauce that's gonna go on the broccoli. So we're gonna turn your oven to medium-high heat. So we're gonna put it on number 5. He has an electric oven. I don't know how that works with a flame, but you know. I don't know what I'm doing. But we put it on fat.
Yeah. That should be medium.
The top for this. Do you have a top for this?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how to do the box away without looking at the directions completely. After this meal is done, trust and believe, I'm going to show you exactly how this beautifully gourmet meal looks. It says, for the cooking instructions for this particular, it says 2.5 cups of water. Like I said, we used 12 ounces of evaporated milk. The rest we used water, and I splashed it with a little bit of chicken broth. It says stir well and cook over medium heat, uncovered. Oops. Okay. Maybe not. Uncovered. Sorry, I didn't know. Okay, I've never really, I don't really use instant stuff too much, but I want you to have a nice, quick, fast meal when your mama not cooking, okay? Serve. Okay, cool. I got it.
Got it.
So we just let it cook with the noodles in there. Now this is heating up. Now we have those 4 pats of butter. I want you to throw a pat of butter in here.
Gotcha.
The oven is on 350. I wanted it on 375. Why didn't it go to 375? Okay. So we got the oven on 375. It was on 350. I don't know how that happened. Now we're melting the butter. And so with that melted butter, rinse off that spoon. And I tell people, cooking is one of those things that you have to enjoy doing. You know, when people try to go like super homemade and they're cutting up bread and baking bread and cutting onions and doing everything and they don't enjoy it, it's no fun. We're trying to do this fast because he wants to show his love. However, you know, we're making it simple, you know, and it's going to taste delicious. It's going to taste like Cheesecake Factory or Red Lobster's or, you know, one of those restaurants that everyone goes to that he spends all his money on. So he's doing that here at home. So next, he has some Better Than bouillon that was in their refrigerator. So I'm going to have you, that's a tablespoonful. He's going to use 1 teaspoonful of this. So he used 2 tablespoons of butter in the pot, and he's going to use 1 teaspoon of Better Than bouillon.
Right there.
Yep. We're also going to add a little bit of the chicken broth, just a splash. So if I say a splash, that's about 1 ounce. That's 1 ounce. And we're putting that in the pot. I'm going to turn the pot up high and then kind of make sure that melts in there, that Better Than bouillon. So he's melting the Better Than bouillon in the pot with the chicken broth as well as the butter. Next, we're going to add just a pinch of garlic. We love our garlic over here. So we're going to use a pinch of garlic, like so. She has a lot of great seasonings over here. So what we're going to use is this all-purpose seasoning. I've never used this, but it looks good and it tasted pretty good. I'm going to taste it again. It tastes pretty good. He is enjoying this cooking class. Okay. And he's like a student. Emmanuel has always been extremely smart. So when he's like is learning, he's learning. When I'm learning, I'm playing. But when he's learning, he's learning. So we're adding this 14 seasoning over here. Now show them in the camera what that looks like.
Oh, I got you.
I don't know if I can do this now. You have to.
Like so. Can you see that?
They can't see that.
Okay.
You gonna bring it down? I got you.
No, don't do that. I don't want to mess up my camera shot. Okay, here's what it kind of looks like. They can see it. Okay. Put it back on the eye. Let that come to a boil. His mac is looking amazing. You're going to take some scissors. Now we just steamed this for 4 minutes. So it says between 4 and 9 minutes. We only did it for 4 because we want it kind of still not overcooked. We don't want to totally overcook the broccoli. So I need you to cut this open.
My bad. Pepper.
You can hear it all sizzling up, all good. His mac is looking amazing. These noodles ain't cooking as fast as I like, but okay. Again, this is new to me. Okay. Bless you.
Thank you. Pepper
Okay.
getting in my nostrils.
Okay, here you go.
Sorry,
Now
I
pour the broccoli in there.
You want to pour it? I want to open the whole line.
Yeah, let's open them. Now you just stir it up. Go ahead and do it. You're gonna stir it up. She cooks every night for the most part, and she cooks quite often. So this will be a treat for her to be able to come home from work and to have a meal made. And I pray that she enjoys it. Because he is doing his thing over here. So the broccoli was just plain steamed broccoli. It's just a plain black bag, no seasoning or anything. It says premium grade quality, no sodium added. So it won't be salty when we added that better than bouillon. It's filled to frozen. So this is actually a really good, healthy broccoli here. That looks really delicious. Let's taste a piece. Okay, he's doing his thing. It tastes good, good. Okay. I love it. I'm sure you're not supposed to rock this on this thing. Okay, so that's enough. We're going to turn that down and put that on the back eye. And we're just going to put it on low so all the food will be warm. Okay? Next, we have your bread.
You keeping this out?
No, cut it off. Okay, so next we have the bread. And the bread says we got the garlic knots. And what the bread says is he's going to. Well, you tell him what the bread says. You got.
Let's see. We got the oven 375. Place bag face down on baking tray. Make 2 to 3 small holes in the back of the bag to vent steam during baking. Place tray with bag on center shelf of oven. Bake for 9 minutes. Remove from oven and let sit to cool down. And there you go. Carefully open the bag. So pretty simple.
That pepper got me too. I just felt it.
Yeah, I'm over there. Sinuses
Oh, that's a big hole. That might be enough. Just that's it, and then that's it. Okay. So we'll have this ready. We're not gonna do this right now. We're gonna do this last. Okay.
Okay.
So what else do we got to cook? So we got our pasta. We got our broccoli. We got our salmon. We're gonna look in the oven and see what it looks like. Oh my goodness, Emmanuel, you cooking with Crisco over here, baby. This boy is throwing down. Okay. It looks so good.
Pop up the camera real quick.
Next, we are going to start our little Caesar bag salad. We're gonna mix this spinach with it since we have it left. So, Eman, I'll have you to.
6 seconds, man. All this seasoning could knock me
Okay.
working my sinuses.
Okay, so next we're gonna add this to that bag. So he's gonna, the spinach that we had, because we used the one big hearty handful, but we're gonna mix it with our lettuce just to add a little color to, and a little bit more iron and a little bit more vitamins to this bag.
All the spinach?
All the spinach, yeah. And how long have we been filming, guys? Let me see. We're at 28 minutes, okay? Woo! If I wasn't giving instructions, this would definitely be a 30-minute meal. At some point when I'm just showing you that everything is kind of done, I am going to cut the camera off, go back to my shorts, and my shorts will show you exactly what the final product is. Again, we are making a delicious spinach and romaine Caesar salad. We just got a bag of Caesar, which has everything in it. We are also making stuffed salmon with lemon thyme brioche and spinach. We made stuffed clams, stuffed mushrooms. We have our truffle mac cooking. And he made his broccoli already. And everything looks so delicious, so amazing. I'm stirring for him because he's kind of doctoring up that bag over there.
I'm gonna find anything good here. If I'm going anything else in here.
No, you're going to get a big bowl.
How big?
Just enough to fit that lettuce in. This looks so delicious. It looks creamy. It smells good. His broccoli looks great. Here's what his broccoli looks like, and it's all seasoned. You see, it still has green, it still has color, it still has form. So, man, what does stretching, why is stretching so important now? Why do you see all these stretch labs going up? I'm just curious. Why is stretching so important?
I would say stretching is important because people are starting to see the necessary need for recovery. I would say recovery as a whole is growing as an industry. It's not just probably stretching. You're starting to see a lot more people talk about red light therapy. You're starting to see a lot more people talking about mobility is becoming a thing in the fitness industry. You're also starting to see.
What does mobility mean? Like, what does that mean? Just being.
Mobility as an exercise or as a fitness is just really highlighting the fact that your body's able to comfortably go through all planes of motion. Most exercises, especially Golden Stage, everybody remembers Arnold Schwarzenegger, the pumping iron, the bodybuilders, the golden era of bodybuilding. Really, when you're working out, most people only familiar with one plane or 1 to 2 planes of motion going up and down and forward. Now, mobility tries to enhance lateral movement, rotational movement. It really helps you safely go through, and as you see, functional exercise is really starting to enhance different planes of motion because, as we understand, we're human beings. We don't just monitor in one plane of motion, mobility-wise. Moms out here, you guys are picking up groceries. You know, you got to bend down, grab your kid with one hand, with the other hand, how to comfortably grab the groceries and be able to push your kids or avoid the dog, walk upstairs. You know, you're not always in balance. You're not always in one plane of motion. For geriatrics, that's more so moving down, falling down. Like when you fall, trying to catch yourself, you're moving through different planes of motion. So mobility, recovery, and stretching helps enhance that. It might not necessarily fully protect you, but it is the best way to bulletproof your body from injuries and stuff like that, and recovery. And recovery is a big thing before exercising and after exercising.
Okay, your salmon is done. However, the clams are not done. Okay. So since the clams are not done, we're going to take the clams off. I'll just do it with my hands. You know, I got chef hands, okay?
Yeah, it's a different breed. I got it.
And I'll do that for you because they're not done. But I want you to take that out of the oven. And put it on the back eye. Or here, I'll put this over here. Or then you put it down. So right now, his salmon is done. If you can, put it in the camera, let them see it. And then I'm putting his clams back in because his clams are not done. See how delicious that looks? Just put it on that back eye. Like so. Okay, so they're done. So all I've done to his spinach while he was telling you about the importance of stretching, I put some... he had mixed the romaine and added the extra spinach that we had left over. So I added a little bit of seasoning. Now he's just going to use the packs that came with it. Do you have any apple cider vinegar here?
Good question.
He's going to toss it with the salad dressing that came in the pack.
No, I only got balsamic, I think. Stuff like that.
Okay, don't worry about it. It's not that important. If he had a little bit, I always toss my lettuce with a little bit of apple cider, but it's not necessary. Okay, so we're going to actually have you to pour this in here.
What's this, dressing?
Mm-hmm. Right. He's adding the dressing to the salad. Do it like this. No, from the back, since it's a pack, and then do it like that, so you get everything in there. I put the clams up to 400 just to kind of speed up the process a little bit. We are now going back to our salad, and we're just going to have you to stir the salad, not bruise it too much, just stir it up a little bit. What type of results do you see in your clients that stretch often, exercise often? Like, you know, what gives you joy, or what do you see? Like, I get joy out of seeing, you know, somebody create a meal like this for, you know, someone special. So what kind of joy do you get? Like,
I
what have you
mean,
seen?
honestly, with coaching, the biggest joy you get is seeing people really accomplish their goals, whatever they set out to do, whether it's whether it's lose 20 pounds, whether it's gain 5 pounds of muscle, whether it's to change the complete dynamic of your body, and then just to understand the benefits of fitness as a whole, because really what I practice is 360 health, mind, body, spirit. So you really start to see the benefits, because people come in there, everybody wants the aesthetic, everybody knows, hey, I want that, I want the body. You know, any program you do, you know, you're going to get a body. And when you go from no working out to completely working out, you're going to get the body. But it's the other added benefits that people really enjoy or people don't think about. Like I say, bending down, being able to give your kids a bath without that back pain, being able to roll out the bed without no discomfort in your lower back. You know, being able to keep up with your kids at the park. You know, you hear dads and moms talk about like, hey, they go out there, they able to jump on the monkey bars with their kids. You got certain parents who can't even keep up, grandparents who wants to keep up with their grandkids, being able to hold their grandkids comfortably, safely. So it's a lot of benefits, and then just the mental decompression, the de-stressing from a long day's work. But that's honestly the benefits you get out of fitness and out of coaching, is just seeing people coming in and seriously taking charge of their goals. And I think like fitness is one of those few things in life, what you put in is truly what you get out.
Okay. Ooh, he sounds so intelligent. I just raised such intelligence. I'm so proud. Okay, so this is your salad.
Yep.
And you're going to put the croutons on it, a few here and a few there, and you kind of put them, you know, so it looks, you know, abstract. Okay. And then put a few on the other one. And just kind of make sure they're even. So you can do it with your hand. Like so, like so. And then do the cheese the same way, a little bit on both. We're going to throw your bread in.
What time is it?
So we have been cooking 37 minutes. Again, this is instruction, so this meal can be done in 30 minutes, but I'm making sure that he understands exactly what he is doing. Like, again, we mise en place, we discussed this, so we're just kind of going over how he feels, okay? Like so. 2 beautiful salads. Looking like steak 48 over here. You did your thing, baby. Okay, now put your bread in the oven.
You want to bring it over?
I'll just throw the same thing. How many minutes is your bread gonna be in?
9 minutes.
Okay. So as of now, we have completely made the salad. His mac and cheese is done. His broccoli is done. His bread is in the oven for 9 minutes. I'm not gonna keep you here for 9 minutes. And his mac and cheese. So what I need you to do as I end this class is I need you to go back. I'm going to do a short for it. I'll connect it and you'll get to see the final product. But I thank you so much for being here for part of our instruction and just hearing about manny.muscle. My son discussed his passion and exactly how he is helping the world and being a great human being here on earth. So I thank you so much, soul brothers and soul sisters. Please, if you enjoyed this video or enjoyed the idea of me doing cooking instructions, please like, share, and subscribe. I will be back a little bit later this week or maybe tomorrow. Who knows? I'll be back. But I thank you so much for joining us and stay tuned and see you later. And look for our short with a beautiful picture of this meal. Thanks. Bye. Do I leave here? Yeah.